Hello, Wonders, and welcome to another episode of Wonders for Wellness. Today we're going to talk about where do nutritional deficiencies come from. Okay, so the first nutritional deficiency, we'll take it all the way back to when your mother gave birth to you. Now, let's say that your mother had a particularly weak gallbladder. Chances are you do too, because the way that your mother's DNA replicated, it said, this is who I am, this is what I have, and the DNA literally replicated to you. Allopathic medicine would say that you're basically screwed and you don't really have any recourse other than whatever pills they give you to help subside with your symptoms. Holistic medicine, however, says that with proper support, your gallbladder can become strong. So the first way is in utero, passed on from generations. The second way is your body going through some kind of intense stress, surgeries. If, like me, you had some kind of condition that really stressed your body. I had a retrovirus, which put a lot of stress on my organs and caused a lot of damage, deficiencies, etc., that 9 years later I'm still working through. But that's one way. And then another way is just day-to-day stress. So if you have a stressful job, right, or you have a hard time going to work because you have aggressive coworkers or something to that nature, you have relationships that stress you out, environment stresses can do it. If you're very overly physically active and you're not replenishing the nutrients back into your system, that's another way you can have a nutritional deficiency. So with the body stressors, your body basically lowers its stomach acid. It's called hydrochloric acid in your stomach. And this hydrochloric acid is responsible for absorbing nutrients into your system. So when it gets low, your body all of a sudden has a very difficult time absorbing nutrients properly. Finally, the other way that is a little bit more concerning is that our food sources are being robbed of their nutrients due to monolithic farming, which is a mistake, but it is the way that a lot of the food industry is currently making a profit, is that they've dedicated huge tracts of land to agriculture. Completely ignoring George Washington Carver's advice. I mean, I feel like we all learned this in high school, where George Washington Carver told us to rotate our crops in order to replenish the nutrients. Well, in monolithic farming, that does not happen. The pickle plot will continue to be the pickle plot, rotation after rotation after rotation, which is where we're losing nutrients. In fact, there's a soilologist who is actively letting people know that we are losing our minerals in our soil, which is in turn losing the minerals in our food. Studies have been done that show that the same size carrot today holds about a fifth of the nutrients that our grandparents used to get from their carrots. So we're losing it due to monolithic farming practices, so our foods are not coming as strong as they used to, stressors, or just natural predisposition to our generations. Another thing with that is, let's say that you did have a weak gallbladder, your mother had a weak gallbladder, your grandmother had a weak gallbladder. Well, family eating habits are kind of generational. We learn how to eat from our family, who then learned from their family, and it just kind of passes on. And if we're not making the active habit to transform our food prep styles, then we're going to continue having foods that maybe aren't supporting organ A or organ B, and so you'll continue to see that weak gallbladder continue. However, the good news is with intervention, that can be changed. I hope this has been informative. And I hope that it gives you a little bit of hope and direction on what you can do next, now that you know where these food stressors come. Actually, before I close the video, why don't I tell you a couple things. First, go look at the video where I tell you to eat the rainbow. That is a good way to get your sources up. If supplements are necessary, I have a video on that as well. And finally, if you are dealing with low hydrochloric acid due to the stressors mentioned, there are a few ways you can naturally raise your low hydrochloric acid to come up to be able to properly digest nutrients. The first is there's the pill form, which is my favorite because I literally don't have to think that hard. You can find this product. It's called HCl Pepsin, and it is available in vitamin stores. And you literally, like I said, take it for 6 months. You'll notice your hydrochloric acid levels raising because you won't be as hungry. You'll fill up faster, and your cravings should reduce. There are other 2 ways you can do this, which have been less favorable but also more pocket friendly, is you can try taking a shot of apple cider vinegar before every meal. Again, do this for 6 months, and that will help. Apple cider vinegar has a lot of health benefits, and one of those is raising your hydrochloric acid in your stomach. The other way is you can take a shot of Himalayan sea salt water before every meal. Again, both more cost-effective remedies, but you have to be able to do it. Otherwise, again, I would recommend the HCl Pepsin. And again, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, Wonders, stay safe, stay healthy.